Good evening,
Mm.
Nutan. How are you?
Good evening. I'm doing well. What about you?
I'm also doing well, fantastic. And after seeing you, because you are one of my very nice friend, YouTuber
Yeah.
friend, you can say.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes. Of
I was
course.
waiting to connect with you. I always think like one day I will connect with Nutan, but I know usually I get free early in evening, and most of other females who are already YouTuber and maybe they are housemakers. So I
Mm-hmm.
think like they always get free only in during daytime and morning time. So that's why I
Yeah.
didn't.
Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes it is very difficult to take out time at night. This time like 8 and 9. So, but yeah,
Mm,
if whenever you feel like you can message me, then we
thank
can
you so
we can
much.
have a conversation. But for the prior information, if you
Mm,
inform me earlier, then we can have the conversation.
thank you so much. Okay, so I know very well about you, and I think most of my audience also, because earlier we already done one or two conversation, I think.
Two
But
conversation we had, yeah.
okay, but maybe some new learners also joined us. So for those, please introduce a little bit.
Yes, yes, of course. So, as you know, my name is Nootan and I'm from Mathura and I'm a homemaker and I have a YouTube channel. And if I tell you about my qualification, then I'm graduate from commerce and I'm blessed with two kids. So this is all about me. Thank you.
Great. Great to hear about. And you can't say you are only this is enough for you. I think we can't say we can't. I think words are less in praise of you because nowadays I am watching and noticing everything like how you are growing day by day. You're speaking.
Thank
You
you.
are speaking back. Yes. I
Thank you.
know. Three months back, Nutan, and which I'm watching and talking right now. I know very well how improved you improved a lot in your
Thank
speaking.
you.
And on daily basis, I think you do more than 4 or 5 conversation. I don't know how you manage that energy to speak continuously, to speak and connect with someone. And apart from that, you are well artist. You're a juggler, I can say, because your voice is so
That's
melodious.
it. Don't mention this much, but yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words. And I really appreciate.
Yeah,
Okay.
I also,
So,
and I think
yeah.
yeah, everyone appreciate those persons who has quality, different, unique
Yes.
quality,
You
hidden
also
talent.
are a multitasker, multi-talented. You're also a
Um,
multi-talented guy
yeah,
because
I'm
you
learning.
dance well. Yeah. I have
I'm
seen your
learning from
videos.
you and more. I'm learning from you and many more other YouTubers these skills.
Mhm. Okay, so let's move into the topic you were talking about.
Yeah. Yes, yes. For today's conversation, I choose the topic mindset because usually I have to connect with my students in school, especially offline classes I'm taking there. I'm not taking any online class. So um, there, I found this type of problem in many students' mind, like especially rural
Mm-hmm.
area students always
Mm-hmm.
consider I can't speak English. I can't speak English, ma'am. So, and most of beginners also, it's a problem,
Yeah.
genuine problem of most of
Yes,
beginners.
yes.
So, I just want to discuss about this, how we can make, what is mindset? First, what is mindset and how we
Mm-hmm.
can change it to learn, especially in the field of speaking English.
Yeah, really nice topic, I must say. See, it's about mindset and the mentality, as you explained. The thing is, yes, we have a kind of mindset because English is not our mother tongue. So we have some kind of fear and mindset. If I tell you specifically, then mindset is all about if I let's imagine if I start speaking in English, I don't know English, and anyhow I have started to like speak in English, and somewhere I'm making mistakes. So just because of the fear of making mistakes, I hold back. I don't want to say a single sentence because of the fear. I start hesitating, and I don't have words. At the same time, I don't have the words, and just forget about the confidence at the same time. So this is all starts from the mindset, because we have a such kind of perception, a mindset that when it comes to speaking English, first of all, English is difficult, and the other thing is that when it comes to speaking English, I'm going to make mistakes. Then people will laugh at me, mock at me, and they will
mm,
judge me, criticize my English. These kind of mindset people have. So because of the fear and the kind of notions we have,
mm,
so we just don't take a step ahead, and we just don't plunge into the conversation and try to speak a single sentence. So this is happening because of such kind of notions and mindset. So most of the people have such kind of mindset. Even I also used to have such kind of mindset that if I start speaking in English, people will judge me, criticize my English, because yes, I had the fear, I had the kind of hesitation, I was kind of mediocre, tentative, even though
mm,
somewhere, like, I used to speak in English, like when it comes to go to my kids school for the PTM. So I used to converse with the teachers in English, like asking the questions, like 2 3
mm,
sentences. This I used to do. This much the courage I had, but not the confidence, I can say. If I tell you in the terms of getting the kind of confidence, so I didn't have the confidence. Anyhow, I was managing, and I was like juggling that moment. But yes, I didn't
mhm,
have this much confidence level which I am having right now. So the thing is, you have to plunge into that. You have to take a deep dive into that if you really passionate enough to learn this
mm,
English language. This is how you can overcome such fear of
mm,
being mocked by people, being judged by people. This is how you can conquer over such kind of fears. Meaning, you have to speak in English, you have to do the practicing, indulge in that, and yes, set a goal, a small goal,
mm,
like try to speak for 5 minutes in a day. You can initiate such journey by doing so, like speaking for 5 minutes. This will really help. But take the initiative. You have to take the
mm,
initiative, take the decision that okay, I am to do this. And for this, you
mm,
have to have a kind of mindset. Mindset means
mm,
the willingness, interest, passion, I can say. If you have, then you'll get your goal really easily. Or else you
mhm,
have to suffer more, struggle more, and face so
mhm,
many kind of challenges and problems.
mhm.
Yeah.
Mm. It means mindset is just a feeling of fear,
Yeah.
judgment.
Yes, yes, of course.
Mindset.
It's in inside. It's in only in inside.
Mm,
It is
mm,
you, and you can conquer over this by doing things like putting in efforts, implementing it, doing it practically. Not just reading. You are doing things like you are reading. Okay, you are reading, you are listening, you are writing. That's really nice thing you are doing. But what about speaking? That's really important part, and it is the thing we sometimes fear of speaking.
mm,
There are so many people, they can understand English, but they fear of speaking in English because of such mindset that when I
mm,
start speaking, so definitely I'm going to make mistakes. As a result, people mock at me, laugh at me, they'll criticize my English, they'll make fun of me. These kind of notions we start having. So it starts from the nascent point, which is the mindset. It includes, you can say, the fear. Our fear leads to hesitation leads to lack of confidence, and ruin everything. That situation, that circumstance in which you are in right now. So yeah, it starts from the mindset, your notions.
yeah. Overall, we can say, like in nutshell, we can say mindset is nothing. It's just a philosophy of our mind. It's a
Yeah,
feeling of fear, feeling of
exactly.
judgment, fear of making mistakes, right?
Yes, yes, of course. And there are so many people,
Mhm,
they are going through such mindset because they just can't help at that time, because this I think it's a very I can say old point of view, stereotype point of view. We have, I think, from the starting, from a like very old time, ancient time, that because it's not our mother tongue, it's a secondary language to us. So
Mm-hmm.
the britisher, the foreigners used to speak in English, and then we adapted this language. Okay, so somewhere we have the kind of, you know it's quite higher thing.
Yeah.
Somewhere we have to reach over there, it's a higher thing, and we feel that we are insignificant being an Indian, being a homemaker, being a child, being a student. We think that we are insignificant. It's a, upper story. It's a like a very big thing. Sometimes we
Mm-hmm.
feel like we are nothing, and the language is very, I can say, it's a elevated thing. I mean
Mm-hmm.
to say, somewhere we feel like we are a small fry, because this language we have made a kind of notion that someone is speaking in English really well, so he's really kind of brilliant person, he's well educated, really decent person. These kind of notions we have, and somewhere we have
Mm-hmm.
associated this with the brilliant, with the intelligence. This is why it is happening. So it's all because of the mindset and the notions we have set, the norms we have set.
Hmm. Yes, right approach. And I think how we can overcome all these mindset, there are few points which we should remember always. And the very
Mhm.
first point is practice regularly. It's
Yeah.
really important because, yes, whether you are speaking like for 10 to 15 minutes, in starting time, you can start like the very less time, but you have to speak. This regular practice is necessary, right?
Yes, of course. But there are many people, they just, make lame excuses that we don't have much time, spare time.
Yeah.
These kind of, excuses. This is also, it's in your mind. In your mind.
Yeah.
You can just conquer over such kind of things as well. You have to put in
Mm,
efforts, as you rightly said, that do the speaking practicing on every single day. But somewhere there are some people, they just make the excuses that we don't have much time, we are really occupied,
mhm,
so we cannot make
mm.
out. Yeah.
And second thing, making mistakes. Like making
Yeah.
mistakes is part of learning. So
Yes,
always be
yes.
patient. Be patient, school, because in starting, everyone do mistakes. And I always think this philosophy, like every expert was once a disaster. So
Yeah.
in starting time, in beginning time, everyone, and even after intermediate and expert level, I think everyone does mistakes. Somewhere we do mistakes, right?
I think, yeah, we make mistakes many times. Like I would not say about just in the terms of English language, when it comes to behaving
Mm,
rightly, and let's say talking with the kids. Sometimes we are not understanding their mindset. Sometimes there is a huge gap, like a kind of communication gap. So there we are also making mistakes, being a parent, being a teacher somewhere. So we make a lot of mistake, like day to day things, like when it comes to deal with the elderly people. So sometimes we
mm,
do it we do not do it deliberately, like just unbeknownst we do such things.
mm. Yes. And second thing, I think like we should put ourselves with English environment. The environment, because it's a lame excuse again. Like I don't have environment of English. So I think being an Indian, no one has this type of environment. The very important thing, we have to surround ourselves with this English environment. How we can
Yeah.
we can start speaking English. Speaking, for that we can create the environment of watching, like watching English podcast. We can start
Yes.
listening music of English, listen to music, English music, right? And if you
Hmm.
are very fond watching cartoons or any type of TV shows, so you can start with English
Yes.
channels, so that we can surround ourselves with English. It's really important to remain and embrace our mistakes and to create the environment, right?
Yeah, it is we, and we can just make our own environment. It's not about, because it's in today's scenario it's really accessible, the social media and the apps. There are so many platforms, so it's really easy to access anything, like any kind of information we want to know. anything we want to connect with people. This is this time like we are connecting, so because of the social media
mm,
and the technology, so we cannot make such excuses because everything is really accessible, easiest thing
mm,
to reach. So it is all up to us, it's all our choice. I can say, like if you really this much interested, and you have the kind of willingness to learning English language,
mm,
not English language, any skill you want to just grab, so you have to just get into that. You have to explore the things because now you have the accessibilities. There are
mm,
everything and many things, it's a kind of free of cost. You have to just pay a little amount of money for the mobile data, the network, and yeah,
mm.
that's it.
Hmm. Yes, and you told about the willingness and motivation. So I think in starting and beginning time, like if I'm going to start something new, learning new
Mhm.
things. So in starting time, I think start with the full of motivation. But after some time, maybe after like 1 week or maybe after 1 month,
Mhm.
our motivation decrease day by day. So
Yeah,
important
happens.
thing, reward yourself. Yes, reward yourself to keep motivation to keep up motivated every time, because
Yes, of
motivation is
course.
very important. Yes,
Yes,
reward
yes,
yourself in the, like, you can say like I am doing, no need to get reward from other side in starting,
yes,
because in
yes.
starting you have to be self motivated, like I am doing
Exactly.
well. Yes.
Hmm. Yes, of course, and this is really normal thing that like sometimes like by doing things again and again, doing the reiteration, like making videos and talking with the people, and sometimes we feel like that we are not achieving our goal. Somewhere
Mm-hmm.
it's really far to reach, so we feel like hopeless and demotivated as well, as you said rightly. So it is we need to just continue and maintain that kind of patience level, that grit, because if you are this much concentrated, focused that okay, I am to achieve my goal, I am to reach my goal anyhow, so you have to just keep going on. You don't have to hinder from anything, and nothing can hinder you if you are this much passionate enough to learn English language or any skill you want to get and acquire. So yes, you need to just maintain your patience level. This is really important. It plays, I think, very pivotal role in our life.
Yes, yes. And now I'm coming on your point, like vocabulary part. I think if you know the more new words, the more new words in your dictionary, it means you can explore yourself, you can express yourself very nicely. So we always think like this is also I found the big found this problem in the beginner's mind, especially
Yes, yes.
like I don't have vocabulary, I don't have words to
Hmm.
express myself. So how can I speak something? How can I construct a sentences? So for that, I think we should learn more and more vocabulary, more and more words, so that we can just explore our motives, right?
Yeah, it is important, but initially I can say, it's really important to get a command. The kind, yeah,
In
you were saying
starting
something?
time, yeah, yeah. You were telling about the starting time.
Yeah, I was saying about the starting time. Initially you need the kind of flow. I would like to explain here. The thing is, once you do the things again and again, reiteration, like repetition, this really helps. When somebody is a beginner in this English language, so they must go for repetition, reiteration, repeat things again and again, repeat the words again and again, repeat the sentence again and again, no problem. In fact, you get a very good hold over such sentences. It will get stick to your tongue, first thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is that you will become this much confident to talk about that particular topics, like not topics, I can say the talks, casual talks, the conversation, or the practicing whatever you are doing. So if you do it again and again, like whether you are using simple short words, like day to day normal words you are using, it's okay, completely fine. The thing is, when you have a very good hold over such sentences, you're saying it again and again. Let's say talking about the introduction, you're talking about, like
Mm-hmm.
somebody is talking about asking about you, like tell me about yourself and introduce yourself or anything. And that moment you are this much confident that you can say things very confidently about yourself, like 4 5 sentences with a flow. And the kind of confidence aspect you have when you are elaborating about yourself, that this is me and this is I do, and something like anything, whatever you have to mention, you are mentioning it, you are doing it again and again. So this leads to make you feel really confident when you do things
Mm,
again and again. Reiteration I'm talking about, to such beginners, like who is trying to get a very good command and who are doing such things, like day to day they are doing the practicing. Once you have a
mm,
very good hold over such practicing, then just take a plunge into grabbing and collecting new words. That time it will work. Initially you have to try to get a very good hold over such day to day talks, like introduction or anything talking about your surroundings, day to day things, whatever you are doing, like like what I did today, and what I like I went somewhere, I went to a party, I met my friend, and anything. So
mm,
this,
mm,
if
mm.
you have such a very good hold over such kind of scenarios, then think about choosing and hunting for new words. That will, it will really work, and that time it is really lucrative to search such words.
Great. Yes. I think from this conversation, a lot of learner will get something new, which is
Yeah.
really beneficial, you can say, especially for my students as well, because
Okay.
yes, yes, yes. I'm also trying to always give motivation to them,
Mm-hmm.
being being a teacher, because I'm an English teacher. So it's my duty to command over this language of my students, to make
Yes,
them
of course.
motivated
Mm-hmm.
always. So I think in the last, I just want to suggest them, making mistakes is a natural part of learning of speaking.
Yeah.
So
Yes, of
don't be
course.
afraid. Oh yeah, don't be afraid to make mistakes. So
Mm-hmm.
I think we should just start, whether we are speaking wrong or right, just start and push up ourselves to speak out in English, right?
Yeah, of
It's
course. Agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important in starting, and I know very well. Like I'm also using very simple sentences. So most of time, like a beginner always says this me, ma'am, we feel comfortable with you. So I think I never
Mm-hmm.
run after some vocabulary and different type of vocabulary, like difficult word you can say. So
Okay.
usually I construct a very simple sentences. So same, I always give this suggestion to my students. Like you can start. You have to know,
Mm-hmm.
you have good knowledge of make like how to create the subject verb agreement, like how to
Yes.
construct the sentences. This is important in starting time. The basic English, and you can start with basic grammar. No need
Yes.
to dive in deep grammar topics, because many learners say this, like, ma'am, I'm not comfortable in grammar topics. So how can I speak in starting time? I'm not able to speak. So for
Mm-hmm.
those, I never don't bother about grammar and grammar topics. Just start up. It's
Yes, of course.
right?
Agree. Yes, yes.
Because after speaking English, like if you are doing practice on regular basis, so gradually we get confidence, and after confidence
Yes.
we always start like to learn something new words and vocabulary, and
Mm-hmm.
pronunciation is very important
Yes.
to speak.
Absolutely right. I agree. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so thank you so much to clear this doubt of most of learners, like what is mindset and how we can make our mindset very clear
Yeah.
about to learn English for
Yes,
English
exactly.
speaking. So
Okay, then. Yeah.
I was finding I was in search of good partner to discuss this topic. So then suddenly
Oh.
your name comes in my mind.
Oh,
Like
my pleasure. My pleasure.
I
Oh,
can
thank
discuss
you
this
so
topic
much.
with Nootan. Yeah, thank you so much to you, and especially this time. I know it's your personal time, and I disturb
It's
you. So,
okay,
but
it's okay.
thank
No,
you.
no, please don't say it. Yeah, don't mention, please. Yeah. It was really
Uh,
nice and enthralling conversation with you, and I thoroughly enjoyed.
Same, likewise. Okay. Have a nice day
Okay, then.
and good
Okay.
night.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Good night. Okay. Bye bye.